Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the channel and another episode of Moving to the Philippines, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I am coming to you today from an undisclosed location in the Ozark Mountains, hanging out in the shade. When I started this series about us moving to the Philippines, I promised that I would talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. And today is a lot of bad and some ugly. Today's kind of a heartbreaking video that I want to share with you. First, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, and share our videos. We greatly appreciate that. Lorelai and I just got back from Houston, Texas, where she applied and started the process to get her Philippine passport. All of that went great. We had a couple good days on vacation. So when we got back home, we started working on really digging down deep into our tickets to fly to the Philippines, hopefully in September. So yesterday, Lorelai spent 4 hours on the phone with Delta Airlines to find out if our dogs could fly. Because as you guys know, we have 2 wiener dogs, the wiener dog girls, and of course we will not leave the country without our dogs. We're not going to rehome them. We're not going to give them away. We're going to take them with us to the Philippines. But Delta Airlines finally told her, after 4 hours, that their pet policy has been suspended. And basically what this means is they will not take pets in their carrier section of the plane. The only way you can take a pet on Delta International anywhere in the world at the moment is if it will fit under the seat. Now keep in mind, the space that you have under the seat is 9 inches by 12 inches. The dogs have to fit in a soft carrier under the seat. The rules also tell you that the dog has to be able to stand up, spin around, and lay back down comfortably. What size dog is going to fit under a seat? Not ours. So right now, Delta's off the table. All right, so that broke our hearts. That really sent us down a tailspin about what do we do now. So this morning, I called Korean Air, because we love Korean Air. We've flown it multiple times and just love it. Well, the good news is their pet policy has not changed. We can take our dogs as cargo on Korean Air. But guess what? Korean Air is not flying to the Philippines. So I plugged in like September the 8th and said I want to book a one-way ticket. Nope, no dates available, no dates pre or after scheduled. So what do? We checked Philippine Air. Dogs can't fly. So that leads us to this whole concept. Now that our dogs can't fly anytime soon, what does Lorelai and I do? Do we go ahead and sell our house? Do we stay put in our house? Do we move to Florida for a year and hang out there and rent a place? Or do we rent a place for a year, which is wasteful? So when you do the math, renting is horrible. One of the motivations for selling our house here is, as you guys know, the market that we're in is just skyrocketed. If you don't know, the new construction cost has skyrocketed throughout the nation. And it doesn't anticipate it coming down anytime soon. So, for an example, somebody just told me a few minutes ago that they went to go buy a 4x4 8-foot post at Lowe's. Normally it costs you $8. It's $30. But that's great for us. Great for people that have pre-existing homes that want to sell them. Now, we need to sell this while it's hot so we can maximize our profit. If we wait 3 months, 4 months, if the construction market improves and lumber prices go down, I lose money. So I need to sell the house no matter what. But then what do? Do we go rent? No. We have an offer from a friend to stay at their place. Do we do that? How long do we do that? What do we do now? We're hoping that come September, by the time September rolls around, that airfare is going to be back to normal. that Delta will change their policy, or Korean Air will have airlines or flights leaving the U.S. to go to the Philippines. We're just hoping that something has to change for the better. And I know there's a lot of you guys that are waiting to get back to your fiancés, waiting to get back to your spouses, your families. There's a lot of people out there that are common law married that can't get home. So I get all of that. And I know it's stressful for all of us. But it has to change at some point. And I don't know when it's going to happen, if it's going to happen, but we're just hoping and praying that it's going to happen. But the big question for us, what do we do at this current moment? So if you have any suggestions, comments, hey, feel free to chime in. Let me know what you think, what your interpretation is, and just let me clear this up. No, we will not rehome the dogs. We will not be giving the dogs away. If the dogs can't go to the Philippines, we don't go to the Philippines. That's just the way it is. All right, enough of my ranting about our bad news this week. We appreciate you guys. We hope you all are doing well. We look forward to your comments and your feedback. And take care, and we will check in with you hopefully next week with some better news. Take care. See you then.